The impact on the marketing industry is largely contributed by three key challenges faced by today's marketers. Firstly is economic emergence, second is the health emergence, and third is the climate emergence. If I am to talk about on the economic emergence, the COVID-19 has wide ramifications for marketing and advertising, with many sectors have been affected, primarily on the advertising spend, primarily in the areas of their spending patterns. Marketers' debacle during the pandemic is to understand how effectively they should spend, how effectively they should build the brands, what to spend and where to spend, especially when their entire product distribution is being disturbed and disrupted. How strong you are to hold that is a challenge that I see. So this itself gives another opening for them to understand and to focus more on their business perspectives. On a snapshot comparison, during a period of January to June, from 2019 to 2020, today we sit in a 70 billion mark as opposed to 60.4 billion in 2019. So this says how resilient the ad industry. In the global context, the ad spend in social commerce rests at its peak. Today, Google and Facebook boast about 50% of its revenue spend being achieved, well before the COVID. On the contrary, mass media ad spend has rebounded from its lowest point from 2020. Statistically speaking, in 2020, the dip was a staggering minus 21 to 26%. And by 2021, the years of which we speak now, it has got rebounded at 56%, superseding the 2019 pre-COVID mark. If I am to talk about the Sri Lankan perspective in social commerce, we have an active market media size of about 6.4 million. Marketers' focus in this space today decides and determines how effectively their brand equity and visibility in time to come. So what you have to understand is, by working the numbers to see the internet reach of 10.9 billion, which can support it, how effectively you can create this to your advantage is something that today's marketers has to think to come out of this economic emergence which goes negatively to them. What today's marketers, I strongly believe, has to focus is how effectively they can strategize their business, marketing, brand communication by addressing the most pressed emergence, that is the health emergence. What we should understand as marketers is, faster we eradicate the pandemic, the COVID-19, the faster we can rebound our volumes. Some have benefited, some have not benefited. The social responsibility there we have is to support this vaccination process. By supporting this vaccination process, we can build the better normal towards building better futuristic markets. Lastly, today's marketers should not ignore the fact of climate emergence. If you take last month, we achieved as a planet the highest temperature ever. The action failure marketers do in addressing the climate related actions will result in a greater pandemic than the COVID pandemic. So how ready and how focused are you? I strongly believe now it's time the marketers should think in this emergence as well. So marketers' focus has to be in these three emergence, how you maneuver yourself in terms of handling the brands and in terms of driving your marketing strategies by addressing the core elements on these three focuses.